Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. A Black Friday beating of precious metals. Let's explore. Gold lost over 1% today, down $22.40. Silver lost over 2.5%, a 60-cent drop below $23 an ounce for silver. And I tell you what, it makes you wonder what's going to happen as we head into December with these massive drops that we've seen the last few days in a row here. The precious metals have slumped. Took sharpest weekly fall in 2 months on Black Friday. This article from Market Watch outlines what's going on with the markets here today. Gold and silver futures on Friday settled sharply lower, registering the biggest weekly slides for the commodities since late September, as prices have been buffeted by upbeat news and coronavirus vaccines that have driven investors to equities and away from the perceived haven of bullion. Metals markets closed an hour earlier than usual on Friday after the U.S. markets were closed for the Thanksgiving holiday on Thursday. The breakdown of the support level of $1,850 has damaged the medium-term trend for gold, opening space for further correction, wrote Carlo Alberto de Casa, who's the chief analyst at Activa Trades, in a Friday research note. But then Friday, February, gold futures were down 1.13%. The most cost-active contract shed $23.10, or 1.3%, to settle at $1,788.10 an ounce. Meanwhile, December gold was down almost negative 1.2%, finished at $23.60, 1% lower to end at $1,781.90 an ounce. Gold trading on Friday puts it well beneath the 200-day moving average of $1,802.11, an area that technical analysts have viewed as support for the asset. A settlement at its current price would mark the gold's lowest since early July. The next bear's next near-term downside price objective is pushing future prices below solid technical support at $1,700, wrote Jim Wyckoff, who's a senior analyst at Kitco.com, in a Friday note. Meanwhile, silver was down over 2.9%. The most active contract lost 80.7 cents, or 3.4%, to settle at $22.63 an ounce. December delivery was negative 2.91%, lost 80.9 cents, or 3.5%, to settle at $22.639 an ounce, or almost 64 cents there. For the week, gold futures have lost over 4%, marking its steepest weekly skid since the period ended September 25th, based off the most active contracts. Silver was about 7% lower, also represents its steepest weekly skid since late September. FactSet data show. Futures for the metal have produced 3 consecutive weekly declines, which also mark the longest string in weekly losses since the 3-week span ending May 1st. Gold's decline has come despite weakness in the U.S. dollar, which commodities have priced in, and a retreat in government bond yields. The U.S. dollar was off 0.1% on Friday and has dropped to around a 3-year low at 91.93 as gauged by the ICE U.S. dollar index, which is down negative 0.22%. The 10-year Treasury notes fell 1.9 basis points to 0.859%. Bond prices rise as yields fall. And so, yes, fascinating to see. Copper actually was up a little bit, which is pretty fascinating to see. It is a gain about 4% for the week. Palladium rose as well. And let's take a look at the other metals. We see that rhodium has been staying pretty stable here. It is another record level high. We might as well just go back to the bid price on this, because there's no way anybody's going to buy $15,700 rhodium at this point from anybody. In fact, if I was to try to sell my rhodium bar, I don't think I would get anywhere near 13,700 for. But I digress. Platinum is up over is $3 now, $972. The platinum group metals have been doing very well through the decline of gold and silver. Palladium is up $35, a 1.55% increase there. But gold and silver down. It's pretty interesting indeed to see these metals take this hit. And especially here, with that the dollar was off a little bit. But I think it is the what's been going on with the news this week, with the promise of or the hope for a vaccine that will be distributed. Maybe there's a light at the end of the tunnel, according to the markets anyway. They're looking for any kind of hope there to keep things going. And obviously, too, the holidays also bring something. The markets tend to be tepid during the holiday season, as we are engaged in at this point. Black Friday is here, and the metals have slumped. And they started slumping early enough that people probably were able to take advantage of spot deals. APMEX had some early, if you had to be up early to get them. And others out there are providing some pretty good deals that some were able to take advantage of. I was not able to, didn't even bother looking. But nonetheless, there it is. What will happen as the week goes on or into the next week? What will be? The market's closed, and now till they open up on Sunday night. We'll see what happens. We'll do a live stream as we usually do for our market watch on Sundays and see where gold and silver will be and how that will how they'll open with everything that's happening. There's a lot happening in the news still that could push the metals one way or the other. I intend to be a bit more bullish, and that we'll recover these losses in both metals, and probably sooner rather than later. But I've been, so far this is the fourth day of these lows, or these decreases in price. So could be wrong. I very well could be wrong at this. But I believe we'll see bullish prices for 2021, though, and we'll see how it all plays out. Nonetheless, there's where the metals prices are on this Friday, November the 27th, and it is Black Friday indeed. Low prices, good buying opportunity, along with the specials out there for those of you who were able to take advantage, for sure, as we move into December, coming very, very soon here, and the Christmas season as well. So, as typically is, the end of the year tends to bring lower prices, and then they kind of bounce back a bit. But we're coming off of prices that were high, and now they're sorting back now. Silver is still above that $20 level, which many of us were thinking wasn't going to come until the end of this year. Well, obviously, with the coronavirus and what happened, silver did get up too. Well, some say it did briefly reach $30, but now has since pulled back, and but it's not below 20, which is where it was before the coronavirus hit. And obviously, gold is nowhere near where it was before this pandemic reached around the world here. So these prices are still fairly high, although, again, I believe that silver should be a lot higher than it is now. I've always stood by that. In fact, where is the gold to silver ratio? It's increased now, 78.75. And why is that? Because like clockwork, and as I've said this many times, whenever gold takes a hit, silver takes a beating. Whenever gold rises above, silver shines even brighter. And that is the case we're seeing now. This is the volatility of silver. That seems to be an enigma, and I think that's why, in some ways, because even when the prices do increase, you don't see silver perform to the upside that it does to the downside, and therefore that ratio has been stubbornly high, above 70, and averaging 75 plus as we move throughout here. So very interesting indeed. So ending the weekend here, the week here. And my guess is these prices will reflect. It'll be very interesting to find out after these specials are over, the Cyber Monday deals and the like, and what we're seeing that they will bounce back into, and we will see some of these premiums come back. I understand some of these deals that were out there were fairly tepid. There was very few spot deals, but enough that closer to what we would see in a normal market from what we've seen in the past several years. Now we're seeing that for a brief couple of days here. But once the reality of this sets in, demand continues, I believe we'll see higher premiums go here, and we won't really see these spot prices reflected in the price that you pay at your point of sale. Nonetheless, we'll continue to press on as we always do with our gold and silver. And the prices and the markets are very interesting to watch for sure. So I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.